it's Renee. Welcome to the first video on this one of my channels. If you don't know, which you probably don't because I only have 18 subscribers on my other one, I actually have a gaming channel too where I like to play video games and like hang out and have fun. But I wanted to do more lifestyle content as well. What really inspired me to make this channel is about 5 or 6 months ago, I decided to go vegan. I wasn't vegetarian, I wasn't pescatarian, I just really out of the blue decided to start following a vegan lifestyle, and with that came becoming cruelty-free. My beauty products or self-care products as well, like makeup, skincare, hair care, and like toothpaste, whatever. So I just decided to make a bunch of lifestyle changes at once, and I've tried in the past and I didn't really have anything to keep myself accountable. So you know, I'd like go to the grocery store. I was used to eating like a turkey sandwich for lunch, and I'd be like, well, I can just pick up turkey for the sandwich and until I find something else, but I will go vegan eventually. And obviously like that didn't work. So what I decided instead was this time around, you know, I've told a lot of people so that they can like call me out on it in case I'm doing anything not vegan. And I wanted to make this channel to kind of talk about and share my experience trying to go vegan and trying to go cruelty-free. Eventually I'd really like to go zero waste or minimal waste as well, but for the time being I think enough lifestyle changes between being vegan and going cruelty-free. So where I wanted to start this channel was by going through and trying to use up some of my old not cruelty-free, not vegan makeup in a project pan style video because I really enjoy watching them and they've motivated me and inspired me, the community has, to see if I can join it. Please accept me. I'm nice, I'm fun, I promise. Hey friends, Renee here. I realized I completely did not explain at all what a project pan was. And not everyone may be super into project panning communities like I am, but if you found this video, I'm assuming that you are familiar, but whatever, I want to explain anyway. So you know how makeup comes like in a container and the bottom of the container is visible when you start using makeup up? Well, that's called a pan, like when you can see the bottom of the makeup container like through the container, like later in the video. I have like my e.l.f. poreless putty primer and you can like see the bottom. That's pan. And so the project pan is like a project to get through your makeup, and for various reasons. Either you have a large collection and want to start using it up, or you want to use the non-cruelty free items in your collection, or stuff is getting old, or you just want to see what you have and make a mental note of like how long it takes you to use up bronzers or blushes or whatever so that you don't like over purchase them in the future. And like that's what I'm doing. I explain my reasonings for each product, I think, in the video. If not, maybe I'll come back. But that's what a project pan is. It's like using makeup items for a certain amount of time or to a certain goal and seeing if you can accomplish that goal in that time, or seeing if you can accomplish the goal at all. And that's the project pan. I'm sure some people have described it much more eloquently than I have because it's been 1 minute and 34 seconds. So let you get back to the video. Goodbye, friends. A little bit about me. I'm Renee. I'm 25 years old. I currently live in Mississippi. I have a cat. She's sleeping over there. You can't see her because if I move this camera setup, it's just gonna fall. And I have 2 rats sleeping over there. So they actually get along really well. And the rats also inspired me to go cruelty-free because I know that a lot of products tested on animals are tested on rats. And I love my rats. They're my pets. They're my babies. I don't want to see rats. If you watch the pictures, don't look them up unless you have like a really strong constitution, because if you look at the pictures of like animals that have had makeup testing done on them, it's really sad. And I own rats and they're my babies, so I can't watch animals go through that on the behalf of like something like makeup or hair care when there are so many good vegan cruelty-free options. And that's something I definitely want to get into as well, is sharing my recommendations, because I do think it's really difficult, especially if you like a lot of information on it and people have a lot of opinions and different lines that they draw, which is totally fair and fine. But as somebody who's gone through it fairly recently and who is very imperfect at it, I want to share my journey into like the vegan, cruelty-free lifestyle. But so I'll get started and show you guys. This is my little makeup box. It's very cute. It's like leftovers. I have these in my drawer to like organize my products. So like this is one of them from the drawer that's left over. And I do have some cruelty-free and vegan products in here that I'm using it for other reasons, but I'll start with the ones that are not cruelty-free or vegan and why I'm going to use this up. Up first, this is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 4.5. It's what I'm wearing today because I'm starting to use it up right now. I marked it in Sharpie here. I think about that much left in the bottle, and I've had it forever. I've had it since, I want to say like 2017, and it's 2020. Like, it definitely needs to be used up. But the thing is, I don't want to just throw it away because there is usable product in here. And I think that this will be a really easy foundation to start with because I do use 2 pumps when I put it on, and it's already more than halfway done. So I'm hoping that within a few months I could use this up and focus on some of my really, really, really beautiful formulas that I love a lot. I do love this formula. I do think it sits really nicely on my skin. For context, I have dry, very dry skin, but it's time. Giorgio Armani is not cruelty-free and it's not vegan as well, so I'm using this up, and I'm not gonna stress about only wearing it for nice occasions because I have other foundations that I like even better. My second one is gonna be this MAC Studio Water Weight Concealer. I have this in NC20. Great match for my concealer because I like it to be like a shade or 2 lighter than my foundation. That's what I'm wearing today as well. And I love this concealer. It's small, and I've only got about this much left, so hopefully this is also attainable. I can't really see through the container, but like if I open up the product, then you can like kind of see inside. Well, anyway, if you open up the product, you can kind of see inside, and that's where I'm basing this off of. It's a really nice concealer. The formula's great. I love MAC. I really do. I love a lot of MAC's products, but it's not cruelty-free. They sell in mainland China, so I will use this up. And I do have other cruelty-free vegan concealers I like a lot, so it will open up room for me to continue playing and exploring and discovering new products that I like. Another one from MAC that I have is the Face and Body Foundation in Medium Deep. I use this as a cream bronzer because I really, really, really love cream products. I use mostly cream products on the day-to-day. Today I did like powder products and a powder finish because I think it looks better on camera, but typically I do cream products, and this is a cream bronzer. It was the first one I ever got back before cream bronzers were like popular at all. I went into Ulta and I asked the MAC lady, like, do you guys even sell cream bronzers? Because I couldn't find any in the store, and she was like, you could use this foundation as one. And I do, and I did for a while, and I do like it. It's very warm, and I don't know, it's like got a glitter in it almost, and I don't know who would use this as a foundation. I know it's marketed as a foundation, but it is very orange and glittery. So I don't know if it was just like it's in this packaging that like I also have a bronzer that came in this packaging that like was a summer bronzy sort of line. So I don't know if they intended this to be glittery and like sun-kissed. It's weird as a foundation formula, I think, but I do like it as a bronzer formula. It's not my favorite. I do have cream bronzers I prefer, but for like summer, if I'm just going to the beach with like a BB cream and this on, I think it actually looks really nice. I have tried just letting this product settle. You can't see into it either. It's got like one of these types of caps, and I have no idea how much product is left in this. I can guess it's here, but if I like shake it around, it feels like there's less than that. Like it feels like it's down here, and I've had this for 2 years, so I can't imagine that there's that much left in the bottle. But I guess you don't use much when you use a cream bronzer, so maybe. But I keep this line here and then kind of keep an eye on like how far the progress goes down, and if that's actually where it is, because there's like, you can't even see like a difference in color. I don't know. we'll see. Maybe I'll finish this one, maybe I will never. I don't know, but I'd like to get it done with. You like don't use very much at all. I've had this thing forever, and that's actually why I bought a backup, because I was thinking that this one was getting way too old. But that backup I'm going to be giving to like a friend or family, because I don't need I don't even want this one anymore. You know, I'd like to find a vegan cruelty-free one. So it is the Kevin Aquan Contour Duo in medium is the powder, and then the highlighter is Candlelight. I honestly don't like this highlighter at all. I feel like it looks very powdery and very like kind of sits on the skin, but I do like the contour shade a lot. So my goal with this is definitely going to be to hit pan in this, and then I think I'll call it done because it's really old. The formula is changing, but I would have liked to at least hit pan, which I don't think, it's really hard to see. I'll put in pictures as well. I don't think it will be that far off. Like if you look where my finger, I don't know where the bottom is, but I don't think it's that far off. And I didn't want to give myself well, I say that I didn't want to give myself too many ambitious projects for the first time I'm ever trying to do a project pan, because I don't know how it's gonna go. What else? Okay, this blush, Wet n Wild. This blush is also old. I've also had this since 2017 at least, because I bought it in college at the CVS that was underneath where I lived. I lived in an apartment complex, and on the bottom floor was the CVS, and I would walk through the new makeup section on the way to school or on the way home. And it was really fun, and I really miss living above a CVS. I fucking love CVS. Excuse me. I really love CVS. But this blush is old. I don't super love the color, but I do like it enough that I want to at least see if by the end of the year, if I could hit pan on the blush, and then I would call it good and I'd throw it away. Because it is old, and Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty-free. They do sell in mainland China, and even though they make their products there, it can be taken off the shelves to be tested on at any time. So this is a lie, and I want to hit pan on this so I can guilt-free let it leave my collection, because I was so excited to buy it at one point. I don't just want to throw it away without using it, because I don't want to waste things either. Another not cruelty-free option is this Laura Mercier. It's the Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 01, because it's just, the name of this makes no sense. It's a highlighter. It's what I'm wearing today. It's a highlighter. It's not a matte Radiance Baked. It's also old. I'm gonna guess as well from 2017, because I don't think I've ever repurchased this, and I know I bought this my senior year of college in the Sephora VIP sale. So it's old, and it has so much product in it. It used to be like a pretty large dome, and now it's all the way down here. So I'd like to hit pan on this. It's old. It's a beautiful formula. I love the formula. It's not cruelty free. I love the big mirror. What more can I say? I'd like to hit pan on this as well. This is a really ambitious first project pan. I'm sure I'm gonna regret this. But what can I say? We're here. I'd also like to use up the last of my YSL mascara. This is a mascara I'm wearing right now. It's my favorite mascara. I love this mascara. I've been wearing it for years, but call interrupting my rant. It's not cruelty free. It's not vegan. I need to switch mascaras. I really like the Tarte Lights Cameras Lashes, so that's what I'm going to be switching to. It's cheaper. It's better in every way, for every purpose. I'm gonna miss this. I'll use it up, and I'll use it up like with pride, with excitement that it's getting used and it's not just sitting in a drawer expiring. Next, I'd like to finish this Morphe setting spray. I love the like aerosol spray of it. I think it does a good job at setting my makeup. I think it adds like a nice amount of like hydration to my skin. I want to use this up. I have a ton of setting sprays in my collection. So I'd like to get rid of this one, and I think this one's the closest to being done, although obviously there's no way for me to market. This is my second bottle of it, so I know that it runs out unexpectedly. Like, you think that you've got a lot left, but you don't. So hopefully I'm almost done with this one too, and then I can focus on some of my other setting sprays that I like a lot better. And now I've only got cruelty-free products left that I'm using up for other reasons. So for instance, I have this Cover FX powder. I made a little mark there of how much I have left in this powder. Cover FX is cruelty-free, but what I don't enjoy about this powder is that it doesn't fit in like my powder drawer. Like, I have so many powders that like it's in one of these size containers, and it doesn't fit anymore. So that was loud, sorry. So I'd really like to get rid of this and just use it up and be done with it. I've even decanted some of this into like smaller little containers to take them for traveling. So I'll still have a lot of this powder, but I'd like to get rid of this container specifically. So I want to use this one up, and I don't think it'll be that hard. I've got so little left. I want to use this e.l.f. primer up, just because I do even have a backup of this because I bought this and then it was also gifted to me. So somebody gave it to me as well. So I want to use this one up and use the second one. e.l.f. is vegan, cruelty-free brand, so that there's no problem with it with that. I've even already hit pan and used a lot of it, so I don't think there will be, hopefully it won't be that much of a challenge to use the rest of it. And it's good to even layer with other primers in my collection too. And this one's more of like a pore filling, and then I can use a dewy one as well to like help with the dry skin. I'd like to use up this Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's a miniature size of the liner. People were boycotting Kat Von D for a while, and for good reason. She's low-key a disaster, and I was as well. She did step down from the brand, and now she has no part. So if you are buying things, the money, I believe, I could be wrong, doesn't go to her. So a lot of people now are looking back at it as like a vegan, cruelty-free brand that has a cool gothy aesthetic, because like a lot of cruelty-free and vegan brands have kind of like a very clean, natural aesthetic, which is cool. I like that aesthetic too, but sometimes I want to be a little gothy, wear my black, like put on a smoky eye and like be a witch. So totally get this aesthetic too. And this one is probably expired, but I don't really care that much. It's definitely expired. I've had this. This came in like an Allure beauty box that was Kat Von D themed. It came with like this and like a little lipstick. The little mirror, it comes with a mirror I use every day to do my makeup. And I just never opened it, this eyeliner. I think at that point, that was when like a lot of her anti-Semitism and anti-vax things were coming out, and that was like a PR move for the brand. I can't remember exactly. I could be completely wrong about this, but I remember thinking that and not wanting to really use those products and being disappointed in the Allure box that they had partnered with her. So I never used it. But now I feel a little bit more comfortable using the products, and I just want to use it up and get it out of my collection. I don't think I'd repurchase it. I really like the Stila one, so no need for this. And then my last two products, I have this Becca. It's part of the like champagne pop, like they released a ton of different champagne pop things, and this like, what do they call it? Shimmering Skin Perfector Slim Light. I love this when I'm going for a really natural look. I actually bought it off of someone on Reddit. It's old. And I marked here in my journal where it is now, and that's like how much product I have right now. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'd like to use it up because it's old. I love the color, I love the finish, but it is old. I don't need it in my collection. Packaging's beautiful too. I do like Becca a lot. And then my last thing actually broke when I was trying to set up for this. So you can just like take it out, and it's teeny tiny, you know. And I have it marked. I did this all wrong. I have it marked there too. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in taupe, which I still use. It is vegan, it is cruelty-free. And I'll continue to use it because it's inexpensive and it works really well, and I really like it, and it's a good color match. This one, I think, be easy to use up because I will use this every day until it's gone. Like there's nothing else in my collection, but I do have another one of these already, and the spoolie end broke off, and I just broke the product, so I'm just gonna use this up so that I can just have one in my collection, because why do I need multiple eyebrow pencils? I can just go to CVS and buy it when I run out. All right, but anyway, that is all the products that I had in my basket. That's all that I want to finish up. It's in total 12 products, which I think is a lot, but they're all products that I can use every day and hopefully use up. Most of them have a measurable kind of amount of success that I can track every 2 weeks or every month. I think I'm going to do every 2 weeks updates and just try and get done with them all by the end of the year. And that way there will be 12 updates for 12 products. But yeah, I think this will be really fun. I hope it keeps me accountable, and I hope once, especially a lot of these cruelty-free or not cruelty-free products are out of my collection, I can share my journey and thoughts with purchasing more vegan and cruelty-free products to replace them if they need replacing. If I already have replacements in my collection, then I'll go through this as well. This, I think, will be really fun, and I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too. Thanks for even clicking on this video, and thanks for watching too. If you want like and subscribe. If not, don't. That's fine too. You won't hurt my feelings. All right, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Bye.